Hiya, yeah, John Mansell, exboozehound. I'm going to apologise again to my mum. Sorry mum, I got a fag. I don't know what time it is. It's early and I'm up Leasowes Park with my cameras, trying to take some photos that are nice. I haven't took any photos for us a long time, but I do miss it, and I am good at it. I believe I'm good at it anyway. You can take shitloads of shots, but it's picking out the right ones after that's the important bit. And indeed, you do have to take probably. I mean, I remember watching a story about a guy who used to photographer. Was a photographer for, I don't remember what magazine it was, really big magazine, and he took a photograph of salmon going up the river, a bear catching them, and also a big whale. And National Geographical magazine, and had a training DVD of his. And I think he said, you know, for the one shot that he got, I don't know what I look like at the moment, the one shot that he got, he reckons he took about 2,000 photographs for that one shot. That was the killer shot. And that's the way it goes. You do have to take a lot of photographs to get a decent one. And I find it funny actually, because I do love birds, and not well, I look like all sorts of birds, but obviously talking feather variety. And but they seem to have this uncanny knack of I seem to be able to take a photo of their arses, and that's about it. But I find it amusing that that's all I can get, so I'll take them anyway. So I've got quite a few of the birds sailing away from me, or I guess swimming in is a more accurate thing. I'm here. I didn't sleep an awful lot last night. That's not a problem. Even with sleeping tablets, I got about 3 hours kip. That's all right. Problem is I woke up with too much pain. Tried to get back to sleep and just couldn't. Tried to do a bit of work in bed. I couldn't keep my eyes working and my noggin working. So I then packed that in and went and there's a little coot over there. Got loads of them. I got a shot of one of those that maybe got me a prize. And what was I talking about? So I went and watched some of Match of the Day 2 morning. Oh, you're right. Yeah, so I'm here, and I did the thing last night, and I wondered whether I'd regret it this morning. And I don't, not in the slightest. It doesn't matter what that thing is, and I think at the moment it's probably better that we don't talk about it. It's not a bad thing. It's not an outrageous thing like I might have done in the past. It's a decision of conscience with my dealings with the NHS and the relationship that we can have. Well, let's be honest. The relationship I don't believe we can have. I've been back on social media for 4 or 5 weeks. I've been dipping my toe in the water with various meetings for a couple of months. And if you followed anything the other day, I managed to last 4 minutes in an hour and a half meeting. I knew I was heightened, but I actually turned out to be manic and very unfairly interrupted the introductions. And if Cleopatra, you are watching this, I do apologise. I hope, I'm not going to say the other name because it's a very rare name, so I don't want to mention her unless it needs be. But I did ask her to pass on my apologies, and I also asked another lady who sorts out all the organisation and the financing, you'll know who I mean, She's an absolute star, and she has the initials SM. Trying to think what that stands for. Can't be superstar. Super meticulous. Super and amazing. I'll think of something by the end of this vlog. So, it's very important to me that I continue some of the work, and the work that I am going to continue with on my terms when it's the right time. It's a huge line of ducks now, all floating the other way. If I'd have been sitting where I was 5 minutes ago, it would have been a great picture. Instead, I'm talking to you. Look at them all go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different ducks, all with a lovely trail behind them. Oh, and there's a lovely dog. So yeah, the morning. All right. I don't know what's going to happen with the NHS situation, and I don't really care. I fed back to them recently that the service that I'd recently received from Halesowen was out of this world. 10 out of 10 for people like Anne and Connie, Sam, Vicky. Oh, I can't remember the guy's name I spoke to when I had to phone the crisis line. I was terrified to phone it after previous incidents. 10 out of 10 for all of them. One person got, at best, a 6 out of 10. And I think that was just... basically, what she should have done was say, can I take your details and phone you back? What she did do was, it said, can you phone us back? Now, if I hadn't been the strong person that I am, that really, and you probably won't understand this, but that really simple thing, having had the experiences that I had over the years with the crisis and duty team, that simple thing of being lazy and not having any customer services or sales training, couldn't be bothered to write down, and there goes a flying duck now. Probably not a duck, I suppose. Can you phone us back? Well, I'm in contact with duty because I'm not well. We're not in contact with duty for a laugh, are you? So realistically, they should be doing all they can to help you. No. Can they phone us back? I said, no, I can't phone you back. You can get them to phone me. Vicky, who was amazing, knows the name of that person. I've passed that on. So that dragged the 10 out of 10 right down to a 6 out of 10. Every other person that I dealt with, and if I haven't mentioned them, I'll give a 10 out of 10. Carolyn, she gets a 10 out of 10. Matt Bouch, not Matt Bouch, he's another dude. Matthew, Sam, James, Mulva, that probably gives somebody away because there's not many of those around. And Connie, Vicky, Sam, 10 out of 10. Absolutely brilliant. But what I will say, and I have said this in an email, is, and I don't really care, I don't care if people disagree with this, it's true. What they're doing now is what I told them again and again and again that they needed to do 5, 8, 10 years ago. And I told them, and I did all this stuff for absolutely not a single penny whatsoever. In fact, I spent thousands of pounds of my own money, which I couldn't afford, doing peer support groups, going to meeting after meeting, doing one-on-one support for people who couldn't get any help on the NHS, running around, dropping people off at new accommodation, picking people off the streets and taking them up to Dudley. All this stuff that I did back then as exboozehound. And yeah, okay, I got a couple of awards and that was nice, and I was recognised a few times for a few things, but not a single penny. Now they have decided that they are paying people a small amount of money an hour. And to be fair, everything I've done and everything I'll ever do, I will do for free if it helps people out. But that's not the case anymore with the NHS. I'm not sure they'll want to work with me after last night's email and the recent vlog. And that's fine. That's fine. As I've said in the vlog and in the... I wasn't going to tell you about this, was I? I am heightened. And there goes the ducks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely little... Oh. They're doing that on purpose now. And yeah, I am perhaps slightly mad at the moment. Actually, I was talking to someone yesterday and he stopped me in my tracks and says, John, you do realise you're absolutely bonkers, don't you? And I said, yeah. So, oh, and he's a straggler one at the end, poor little dude. So what am I saying? Who knows? Got no idea myself now. You haven't got any idea what I'm saying at the moment. But I did a thing last night. I felt I had to do it for my own sanity. After I've been on the traction machine, trying to sort out my back that the NHS destroyed. After I'd spent 45 minutes in a bath trying to dull the pain. Weirdly as well, taking photographs of myself in the bath. Not those sort of photographs. Looking all shiny and clean and surly at the same time. I might show you some of them at some point. And then going to bed at whatever time it was. 11, half 11, 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock. And then getting back up at 3:30. So, what I did last time, I did it. I can't regret it. Decisions are nothing but 50-50 choices. And when you make a decision, you make a 50-50 guess. I believe you have to stand by it and you have to live with it. And I am going to live with that. Now, bearing in mind, I weren't going to tell you any of that. And somebody's bound to tell me off. But before you tell me off, just pay attention to how calm I am. In comparison to the Tasmanian devil of a lunatic I've been over the last couple of weeks. Sometimes you have to make these decisions. Although I've helped people over the years, and I'm very proud that I've done so, I always go back to that thing on the aeroplane. Not that I've been on one for a long time because I'm broke. Put your mask on first before you try and help anybody else. Because if you can't breathe, then you're no good to anybody else. And me being out with the camera this morning really early is quite significant as well, because back in 2013 when I had my mental breakdown, when the NHS let me down again, I was going around all the canals taking loads of photographs, and here comes the rain. And in all honesty, the fact that one of my ex-girlfriends had bought me a half-decent camera probably saved my life, because it gave me something to focus on. It gave me something to be proud of, because I do think I've got an eye for it. Got some nice photos from it. One of them, which is on the front cover of the new A to Z guide, and many others. A couple that I've sold, one in this country. I don't know whether it's 1 or 2 in America. Obviously, my mum's got them all over the shop in her house. I haven't charged her, although perhaps I should. She's got loads of cash. Yeah, sorry, Mum. I ain't saying anything now. I'm just wittering, aren't I? So here I am. I came out here to catch the sunrise, and that sunrise appears to have happened behind the massive cloud that are currently out. the birds are taking the mickey out of me. I'm just swimming in the wrong direction. But I know just round the corner, if I can get there on my crutches, there's a nice little waterfall that I might try and get some nice effects on. So I'll post this vlog anyway. People will start to listen to it or watch it, and they'll get bored within about 3.5 minutes and switch it off. I don't care. It still means I get a view on it. You know, so all good in the hood. Why I'm saying that, I have no idea. In this world, whether you've got mental health issues or whatever, I guess it's different if you've got kids and a wife and responsibilities. I don't have. But when you're on your own, when you're an individual that is very fortunate to have lots of people around him, but has sometimes an issue in being able to connect with them as I should. I wish I could do that better, and I just can't. Something I've got to work on. And probably should have ended this 5 minutes ago now. But I don't mind this sort of shit. You know, the whole reason I started the exboozehound stuff was to try and show the world that, you know, you don't have to... Having mental health issues and being a bloke is nothing to be ashamed of. And more and more men need to talk up about their mental health issues. Because when you look at the statistics for, I don't want to use the word, but for suicide, and we lose about 6,000 people a year, I think it is, 13 a day to suicide. And 75% of them are men, my age and younger. And the reason that happens is because they don't ever find the courage to accept they have an illness, to accept they need to ask for help. I very rarely ask for help. I should ask for help more, but I had to ask for help a couple of weeks ago. And that's why I write the books, that's why I did the blog, that's why I do the vlogs. That's why I tried to get back into sorry. That's why I tried to get back working with the powers that be. Because I know I can make a difference. Because I have no fear. I will say what I want, when I want, to who I want. I will remove the swear words these days, but I will do it in the right way. But if they're going to carry on dragging their heels, then I can't just work. I can't work with that. I can't. What they're doing now is whether I remember this or not rightly, I was part of starting what they're doing now, and that was 10 years ago. How many people have been destroyed in that time? I can tell you 2. John Healy, Einstein, and Ken McCauley, big unit. They were my brothers in arms. They were doing some amazing stuff. They were helping a lot of people, and they would have gone on to help loads more. They used their extensive knowledge and massive intellect. When I was in the room with them 2, I brought the IQ level down by fucking so much. They were so clever and so good at what they did. And if I'm going to be, I'm going to big myself up. They were good at what they did, partly because they learnt from me. And I don't mind saying that because I 100% believe it's true. They did things differently. Sometimes not necessarily the way I would have agreed with, but they had to get their results in a different way. They were dealing with different subjects. They were dealing with... let's not talk about what they were dealing with. Let's talk about it. They were dealing with sexual assaults. They were dealing with horrendous childhoods. They were dealing with paranoid schizophrenia, drug addiction, and I'm not going to differentiate between who was dealing with what, because I don't want to sully their memory. But they were helping people, and they died, and the bastards left me on my own. I shouldn't have done this. But, as I said earlier, 50-50 decisions are nothing but a 50-50 choice. And even though I know I shouldn't have done this now, I'm still going to post it. Because it needs posting. It's no shame. It's just not a pretty sight. And I know it's going to upset people. The last vlog I did, I had people phone up and say, I couldn't watch it, John. I lasted 10 minutes and I just couldn't watch you in that much pain. Why did you do it? Why did you go there, John? But that's the point, the reason I've done what I've done. Whether it be positive, whether it be negative, whether it be whatever it is, I've done what I've done because it's the truth. I know people look at me and see somebody who looks fine most of the time and think what a scrounger he is. And where I am at the moment, I'm looking around and I've got this absolute almost hatred of myself. I spend half my time on Auto Trader looking at better cars to buy because I never see anybody of my age or people I went to school with driving a car, you know, a car as old as mine. Not that there's anything wrong with my car, it does well. But why shouldn't I have the nice things? Why shouldn't I be proud of what I'm driving? Why should... Yeah, I think it's a little squirrel. He come here to cheer me up, and he's done the job. Yeah. So I've got management where I am up to a certain point. As I've said many times, I never control anything that ever happens in my life. I don't believe any of us ever control anything, and I hate the word control. So I always use the word manage. And I guess to a certain extent, I am managing it. Obviously on the evidence of just not well enough. And I haven't got a clue what this vlog's going to be called. I haven't got a clue if anybody's going to bother reading it, watching it. I don't know whether I've said anything of any relevance. No, I'm sorry if I upset you. I guess I'm sorry if I've pissed you off. And I say I guess because in true fact I'm not. Sorry. Yeah. I've got to now concentrate on getting myself into a much more calmer place, and I am a lot calmer than I was. But I can't dilly-dally with that. It's something that needs to happen quickly, because I've put my foot back in the water. There's a number of opportunities being offered to me by outside companies, consultancy companies, and various other things. So I guess after last night's email, the NHS probably won't want to associate themselves with me, and I couldn't give a shit about that, because realistically I don't want to be associated with them. And I've told them that if they do want to be associated with me, I won't be charging £11.44 an hour. I will be charging consultancy fees. And I also said that those fees, I haven't decided on what they are yet, but they are likely to be obscene amounts of money. Chances are that won't happen, but you never know. So I've got to pull myself back together, go and see if this waterfall's still there, see if I can get some decent shots of the waterfall, and then go home and get in the warm, because even though I was sweating me bits off in the house, it's a little chillier out here. Even though I've got my nice little snood on and my hoodie, I ain't got nothing on underneath the hoodie, have I? Like a dickhead. And I've got things in my pockets and my tracksuit trousers, and the further I walk, the lower they get. So if you've been walking behind me this morning, I do apologise. My builder's bum has been on show, but to be fair, it ain't a bad bum. So I don't know, what's this vlog all about? Who knows? I've got no idea. I'm not going to watch it back. I'm just going to post it. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to call it. You probably won't watch it anyway, so who cares? In actual fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a word now, and if you do watch it, I would like you to post what that word is. Would it be a word or would it be a name? I'll tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be the name of the snowman that I built a number of years ago outside my dad's house, and somebody left quite a expensive woolly hat on it, and the word is Montague. So if you have got to the end of this vlog, well done, but it's quite long, nearly half an hour now. Let me know you've seen it, let me know you got to the end, and post and reply. Just one word, Montague. I don't know how to spell it. I think it's M-O-N-T-E-G-U-E, something like that. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. Enjoy the good and ride out the bad. Take care of yourselves. Never let the bastards grind you down. And deal with shit better than I'm dealing with it at the moment. Take it easy. Get the book. It's brilliant. I tell you what, it's oof. I think it could be a bestseller. Sales have gone well so far. Really well. Really, I'm quite surprised. It's led to the first A to Z being sold again, and even the original one, which I see as my chuck away pancake, that's been bought as well. So I'm pleasantly surprised on that. But what I do need is, I need some more reviews, please. Preferably 5-star. What do they say? If you like it, tell everybody else. If you don't like it, tell me. And if you don't like it, tell me, and we'll sort something out. I'll send the boys round or something with a refund, not a baseball bat. So yeah, John, we spoke the other day, and you did inform me that I was bonkers, and you ain't far wrong, dude. And I look forward to doing that interview with you next week. Be interesting to see whether John puts Montague somewhere. So enjoy the good, ride out the bad. I'm hoping next month I should be having a new tattoo, if I can get some pain relief for this back issue. And at the age of 51, I will be adding to my tattoo collection. I should be growing up gracefully, but it ain't for me. Take it easy, guys. Look after yourself and look after those around you. And I don't think I've ever said this at the end of a vlog before. I love you all, and thank you for supporting me over the years. There is going to be a new page on the blog where I'm going to try and generate a little bit of income selling some photographs, and I'm gonna create some more of me lamp men. Probably won't happen, but you know, just try something, because with the way things are and the benefits I'm on, I get my benefits every 2 weeks, and after the first week I've got absolutely nothing left. So all the change pots that I had, they're all gone now. And yeah, 31 minutes 23 seconds. Say it again. Enjoy the good, ride out the bad. Look after yourselves, take it easy, and I'll catch you soon. Toodle pip.